This week is the 5th to the 11th of December 2022. Firstly, if you can hear some snoring in the background, that's my little puppy. So forgive him, please, as I'm having to do. So I wanted to talk a little bit about happiness. You know, happiness is a state of being that is so beneficial to our immune system, to our well-being, to our emotional state, of course. And it's something that we can give ourselves every day. We've got to make a decision every morning to be happy. Now, I was brought up, and as I'm sure you probably were too, in the belief that it's really people on the outside, events, situations or things on the outside that cause my happiness. And of course, that's part of being happy. But just as curveballs and challenges come into our life without us knowing, you know, happy events come in occasionally, but we don't want to give our power away and have to wait for happy things to come. We want to be in our power because we are powerful, creative beings. We're creating reality all the time. So the early morning decision, well, it doesn't have to be early morning, but the decision when you wake up, whatever time that is that I'm going to be happy today. Regardless of how I feel right now, regardless of what happens, I'm going to do everything in my power to be happy. So I'm going to look at what I think, I'm going to look at the actions that I take, and then I'm going to question, does that make me happy? Am I happy right now? What can I do to bring my happiness up? What's the solution? One of the things I love to do is that I imagine I'm the ambassador of the quality I want to take on. So in this case, happiness. So if you were the ambassador of happiness today, how would you go through the day? Now, the most difficult part about doing this every day is remembering to set the whole thing up in the morning. So you've got to wake up in the morning and you've got to have some message somewhere that you'll see that says, today's a happy day. Today you're going to be happy. Today you decide to be happy. You have a message somewhere that you look at and that says, today is my happy day. I'm going to be happy today. So somehow you remind yourself that today is the day that you're going to be happy. And then tell yourself, I'm going to be the ambassador of happiness today. And let's see how we go through the day. And as events come in, now, of course, when you begin this, you start off, you jump out of bed and say, that's it, I'm going to be happy today. But of course, it doesn't go that way. Things come in and we forget. So that's why we've got to keep doing it every day. And whenever we remember, oh yeah, I'm happy. Let me change my state to happy, right? What can I do? Now, the first thing you can do is to sit up, change your physiology, because if you were happy, you'd be confident, your back would be straight, and number one, you'd be smiling. So look, if you're going to be the ambassador of happiness, you've got to make sure your face remembers that, right? You've got to let your face know that happiness is what we're doing today. Right? You can't walk around looking miserable and telling yourself you're happy. You've got to be happy. So your physiology is a big part of it. And then your internal intention. And then you look for the solutions. You become aware as you go through the day around what's happening. What have you just thought? Remember, it's never the outside that causes my emotional state. It's always what I make it mean. It's always what I make anything mean that causes my emotional state to go up or down. Right? So I've got to be very aware. That's my happiness barometer, is the awareness within me of what have I just said to myself, or what actions have I just taken that make me feel not so happy, or when I do it right, they make me feel happy. And then I keep working. I keep correcting. It's always a work in progress, but my vocation, my emotional vocation is that I'm a happy person. I'm a positive person. Remember, opportunities hang out on the bright side of life. Opportunities knock on your door when you're positive. They don't come in when you're feeling negative, when you want them to. They don't come in then, because your negative vibration attracts exactly the way that feeling is, which is negative. You don't get massive opportunities and stars and spangles and explosions of fireworks and stuff like that going on when you're feeling negative, when you're feeling down. Life works for you when you're happy and you're positive. Have a great week this week, guys, and I'll talk to you next week.